Jerusalem paid its last respects to Amba Abraham, Coptic Archbishop of the city and the Near East. The funeral was celebrated on Saturday, November 28th in the monastery of St. Anthony, a stone's throw from the Basilica of the Holy Sepulchre. Several participants, religions and nationalities were present to pay tribute to a man loved and respected for his simplicity and his continued desire for unity. The news of the death of Abraham caught us by surprise. Last Thursday, we, Catholics and Christians of Jerusalem, lost a friend who was joyful, who used to lighten up difficult times, who always built bridges between the different parties. He was humble and simple. He was just blessed with an evangelical simplicity. His personality and his behavior stemmed from a strong faith and from his love for Christ and for his brothers. That is why we highly respected him.
The Archbishop was a very exceptional person, because even without being part of a doctrinal understanding, it was intuitive in him to approach people. He was hosting people, students, leaders, laymen. Jewish people came here, meeting Muslims and Christians. He was a very lovable and yet a very articulated and profound person. So this combination of being humane and articulated and theologically on a high level, this was a very special, and we are here to pay respect to that.
The Coptic Orthodox Patriarch Tawadros II also arrived in Jerusalem for the occasion from Egypt on Thursday, November 26. This is the first trip to the Holy City by a Coptic pope since the ban on Copts visiting Jerusalem issued in 1979 because of issues related to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It was not an official visit, but a gesture of affection and closeness to a dear friend and to the most important bishopric besides the one in Alexandria. A human and spiritual duty to the entire community, as pointed out by the Pope himself, whose arrival was greeted with great celebration and surprise. We, the Coptic community in Jerusalem, are very happy of the visit of the Pope and the bishops, because we are part of the Coptic Church, whose supreme leader is Pope Tawadros. Pope Tawadros is a welcoming leader. He wants unity. He wants all the churches to unite. I believe that this step will help the churches to unite and will especially encourage the unity of all the churches in the Holy Land, which is very important for the Holy Land in its current historical moment. The Coptic Pope's visit was an opportunity to discover that the unity between the different religious communities is not a utopia, but a possible reality instead. No one can find a solution on their own. We have to find a common path by overcoming our legitimate differences in history, culture, and traditions. But there is something that unites us deeply, that must unite us all, our common faith and our love for Jesus Christ. It is He who keeps us together. Jesus made us a promise and told us, "In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. I am with you always until the end of the world. He will not leave you."